Hello again. Thank you very much for joining me here on Movie Ninja. And for this video, I'm going to be reacting, speculating on the extremely brief. I don't even think this can be called a teaser trailer, micro trailer. Is that a thing? 39-second trailer slash title reveal. Well, in a nutshell, this is my reaction. Okay. Disney. Why do you play with us like this, Disney? There should be a law. And anyway, this is so far off. This is so far off. This is going to be in December, and I know that there's the need to generate hype, but that's 9 months away. Human beings will come into existence at this time. That's such a long way off. Okay, so why just this meager amount of information so far off of your release date? Well, actually, I asked that question, and yet I already know the answer. It's because nerds like me will take to the internet and speculate about what's coming up here. And in the next couple of days, I'll be posting some speculation videos. Not as of tonight. It's getting pretty late and I haven't even eaten yet. But, like I said at the very beginning of these, I have some questions. I've already asked the first one, but also, No Way Home. No Way Home. Now that seems pretty dire. So, obviously, well, what does that mean? In my speculation videos, I'll elaborate on a few things, but No Way Home might allude to some possibilities that we've been hearing. The words of the grapevine, the stirrings and rumblings in the ground, and that Tom Holland might be joined by Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, because as things have shifted and changed in the MCU, there seems to be a lot of hype around the possibility of multi-realities or interdimensional stories with regards to story engines for Disney to utilize in their upcoming projects. So No Way Home, does this mean something along the lines of an interdimensional adventure? We already had it's hard to really rank which is my favorite. Growing up, I had two favorites regarding superheroes. One was Batman and the other one was Spider-Man. And so there have been so many great movies with regards to the Spider-Man character. Spider-Man character has, even though it's been rebooted a few times, has remained consistently entertaining. It's never been something to where people were particularly disappointed with one particular outing. Certain sequels, okay, I'm not saying that people never disliked any Spider-Man film. I'm just saying that for these franchises, the reason that they have the momentum that they do is because, for the most part, depending on who is in charge of the intellectual property at that time, Spider-Man has always been consistently entertaining and enjoyable. The character is someone that, even as a superhero, is a bit more of an everyone. Everybody can kind of understand the difficulties that comes with this, transformation, with the process of how they become, because there's been many Spider-Men in the years since the very first Tobey Maguire film, but how we have now come to understand so much about the character. And like I said, I think that a big part of the appeal with Spider-Man is how relatable. Particularly, one of the things that I enjoy about Spider-Man is that unlike other superheroes that just integrate into like their superhero identity into their everyday identity, which a lot of the Avengers films have like really done because they can afford to do so. Tony Stark was a multi-billionaire tech genius, so I mean, like he in his first outing, I'm Iron Man, and he's just allowed to be Iron Man. Thor, he's Thor. What does he need what does he need a work real life balance for? One character, like in particular, that we sort of like see as in need of some understanding of balance is Peter Parker, because he's still a young person, and there's a lot of questions about who he is as a person, with who he is going to be as an adult, and who he is going to be as a hero. Something that, you know, it's much more of a, in literary terms they would call this a Bildungsroman, how we see the character develop over time throughout the length of a story. And all of the difficulties, because as a young person, he's not a billionaire, he's not Asgardian, he's not a mutated, super strong Hulk. You know, like, he can't just go it all on his own with regards to, you know, where he is going in life. And No Way Home, it might be, if nothing else, it might just be a pivoting point. It might be a bridging point with regards to either interacting with other Spider-Man characters, beginning new multi-dimensional storylines and adventures. Because, like, we have been really fortunate to have the Tom Holland franchise mature and develop the way that it has been, fairly problem-free. And also we have an introduction, on top of that, of Spider-Man Enter the Spider-Verse with the character of Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, and others. So, overall, it's still enough to meditate on for now. Being Disney, of course, they're going to release who knows how many trailers with regards to this. But No Way Home, something else like, is this the end of a trilogy, or is this just a jumping off point? Because we've had Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, and Spider-Man No Way Home? It does make me scratch my chin, boy howdy. So, I'm confident that it's going to be great. Like, this has consistently, the Tom Holland films have been consistently entertaining, and they've stayed with pretty much the same message about Peter Parker balancing his young life and his heroic career, and also discovering more about his own limitations and possibly what it'll mean to be either a full-time hero or someone even emulating, a mentor/father figure of his, Tony Stark. So, before I start to just ramble about question after question after question, like I said, in a few days I'll release a few speculation videos, but until then, No Way Home, it seems like a little tidbit that you might not be able to get much out of, but at the same time, it's enough to meditate on. It's enough to ask questions on, and it's enough to sort of like placate nerds such as myself with regards to, okay, so there's a little bit more info, and okay, I'll settle for this for now. Alright, thank you very much for joining me here on Movie Ninja. If you like this trailer reaction, please give it a like. If you would like to help the channel grow, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for joining me again, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.